The Very Serious Crafts podcast is on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/seriouscrafts to support our podcast, find out about our Patreon half-stitched episodes, and more.
Hello, and welcome to Season 5, Episode 11 of the Very Serious Crafts podcast. I'm Molly from Wild Olive.
And I'm Haley from Red Handled Scissors and the Bones and Bobbins podcast. Today, we'll be talking about staples and silk.
Those go together.
I have learned recently that they do significantly more than I had previously thought.
Fair.
Yeah. But before we jump into talking, we want to give a shout out to our serious friends of the Very Serious Crafts podcast who are helping us by supporting on Patreon. We love you. We are fantastic.
We appreciate you so much.
Yes, you're the best.
Yes. Also, just an official note, this is the first podcast recording in Haley's new home.
Yes.
Which means that, I have a different view of Haley as we're recording. Things might sound a little bit different to you. And it all just works together with today's topic as well. So
it's true. So if you happen to hear echoes and or traffic, you can blame my Victorian house and all of the quirks that exist because of it, like the original glass.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It makes the road outside not quiet, but I'm also in the only room that doesn't just entirely echo. So.
Well, and I'm in a space where I have left the windows open a little bit, so we can blame any of the extra noise on either one of us, but it's fine. It's fine.
It has to be.
There
aren't other options.
We refer to this as obviously it's a craft podcast. It's a little bit comedy and a little bit slice of life, which means that you hear our neighborhoods on occasion.
It's true. I'm not sure what just drove by outside, but I'm fairly certain it had a Hemi, because my goodness, the firing of those pistons was not efficient.
Oh.
Anyway, random things that I know that I have no reason to know. Although I do now own a car.
Yeah.
It's purple.
And just think of all the crafting opportunities awaiting you now. You can make your own beaded seat covers.
Oh.
Okay, maybe not. I don't know if I've ever
occurred to me.
I don't know if I've ever heard of anyone actually making those themselves. I'll have to look that up.
I have a friend who's a macrame artist.
Yeah, it seems like it could be a thing.
I'm sure it has been a thing.
Yeah, I've just never encountered that
on
the interwebs.
Although I will say that in sort of a similar vein, or not similar at all actually, but craft related, kind of, all of the ventilation holes and things in my new car are hexagon shaped.
Oh, I approve, obviously.
And the grill is filled with hexagons.
Okay, yeah. You
got
got the right car.
Yeah. We did not have a choice.
Yes, this is the way.
Nope, there was one car. It was in Massachusetts. We drove to Massachusetts, and then we bought it.
There you go.
Turns out cars are expensive. Last time I knew about cars, they were less so.
Yes. Expensive and very hard to come by at times.
That is how I ended up with a purple car.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. So
anyway.
should we talk about staples and silk?
Fine. All right. So upon moving into my beautiful Victorian house, I took a look at some of the antiques that were really generously given to us by the previous owner. And some of those antiques are upholstered furniture.
This makes
And
sense.
so let's just say that time period upholstered furniture is its own circle of questionable.
Okay. All right.
Yep. So I have two Victorian couches. And they are what you think of when you picture a Victorian couch. So I have one green couch, green velvet, that is deeply uncomfortable, which I think has saved it
Oh, that makes sense.
because it's in excellent shape.
And it's the original upholstery. Yeah.
And so I don't think anybody sat on it because it's uncomfortable, but it's very pretty.
Yeah.
And it will be staying just as it is because it's uncomfortable and very pretty. But there's a second one that is pink. And pink silk
Yeah.
with flowers.
Ooh.
And it would have been very pretty.
Yeah. And again, original upholstery.
Original upholstery. Yep. It is now like a light baby pink, but it was like a deep saturated pink when it was new. But it has seen better days. Time has really not been kind to this particular piece of furniture. I think time and also the girls who grew up in this house previously. So it needs to be reupholstered. And I am well aware that it's going to be really gross, frankly.
Yeah, because you only see the top layer.
Yeah, it's like old pillows.
Right. Yep.
Not the most ideal.
Yeah.
And so
best actually not to think about it too much.
No. And so I follow a woman on Patreon, and also I think she's on YouTube, named Christine McConnell, who she looks like a creepy Stepford wife. But like very perfect, very sort of 40s, 50s looking, and then makes things out of caskets. Like that sort of weird.
Okay.
So very much my kind of person.
Yeah.
And she did a video on reupholstering a Victorian couch. And she wasn't going to show the removal of the original padding because it was so gross.
Wow.
But she decided to leave it in because she was like, you know what? This is part of this project. And it was like it's a DIY specific Patreon. And so watching this, I sort of got a feel for what it truly takes to not only reupholster, but do it well.
Yeah.
And so now I've ordered 1 million books on reupholstery and also time period books.
Yeah.
So I can see what materials were actually used and how it was really done. And oh my goodness, there is just an entire array of new tools that I need. So many.
Yeah. It's a large undertaking, to say the least.
It is. And the house that I live in has... Oh, not that I live in, that I own. Shocking. Has a lot of very original features because it's an 1848 house, and I'm sure that I've talked about this before, but frankly, I don't remember the last couple of months because it was chaos.
Yeah.
But we're talking handmade nails
Wow.
in the floors.
Wow.
And so there are a lot of things that were saved like that were useful but extra.
Yeah.
But they weren't just something you could go easily. Like somebody made that
Yeah.
and they weren't just disposable.
Yeah.
And so along the same line, I keep opening all of these people keep giving me antique secretaries. Like
Okay.
the sheer number of secretaries in this house is really impressive at the moment, with skeleton keys in them.
Wow.
Yeah.
We have an antique secretary, but I don't think we ever owned the key that went with it. But it does still have its original glass on the one side, which is nice.
Yeah. So within all of these pieces of antique furniture, I keep finding things that people have squirreled away.
Yeah.
Like wooden casters for the
Okay.
bottoms of furniture. Just all sorts of weird things. And some of them have been furniture tacks. And I think I talked to you about the tack pusher
Yes.
that I got.
Yep.
Turns out that is an upholstery tool, which makes a lot of sense.
That does make a lot of sense.
And you can find these things, like bags of them, in antique stores and in architectural salvage stores.
Uh-huh.
And so I am really excited to, for real, learn how to upholster Victorian furniture.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it would just be very satisfying.
Definitely.
And it's also hand sewing. It's not, so there's a lot more ability to control the outcome.
Yes. Yeah. And that
which is what I like about. Yeah.
Yeah, and being able to do it in a more authentic way is very cool. It honors the furniture, it honors the original makers of the furniture. But also, as we know, we happen to, you and I happen to like the handwork part of things. So yeah, I like that.
And so I've just been fascinated by all of the different tools that are, you know how sometimes you look at tools for specific projects and are like, what in the world do you do with that thing?
Yeah.
Upholstery tools aren't really like that. You look at a thing and you're like, oh, I see that needs to be able to pop out some tacks, or, oh, I guess we're gonna pound some nails into here. Like, it's just really interesting, like tucking tools.
Right.
For tightly
Stretching
tucking
fabric
in
and yep.
folds of like.
Yep.
And so I'm just super excited about doing it, and I don't want to do it like for anybody else, but I think it would be really fun. I think I'm going to get really into it. I think that is going to be a great joy of mine.
Yeah. I think, we've talked about this with other things. Like, I don't remember if it was a regular episode or a half-stitched episode, but where we talked about, like, making something, like a beautiful clothing piece for yourself for, it becomes like...
Yeah, making your own heirlooms.
Yeah, making your own heirlooms. And here you have an heirloom type of piece that you are going to make into, like, the next generation of it being an heirloom piece. Like, that's very cool. We have...
And that's how I feel about the house, too, which is a really nice... It feels good.
Yes. Yeah. I like it. It's you are the right owner because you care about it, and that matters.
Thank you.
We have a rocking chair that is it's like a mission style furniture.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it is the rocking chair that my grandmother was rocked in 1916,
Oh,
and
I love that.
it originally was, as far as we know, leather. And then, probably in the 1950s, my great grandmother recovered it, as folks would have done in the 1950s, with the scratchiest fabric that I have ever felt in my life.
At least it wasn't vinyl.
It was not vinyl. It felt carpet like in a way.
Yeah.
And by the time that I knew it, it was kind of a gray and pink, I think was what it was. She did a fantastic job of covering it, of reupholstering. It wasn't until I was an adult that I even knew that it had been reupholstered. I always assumed that that's just what it was. Like, it didn't look like a home reupholstery job by any means. But that fabric, after 50 plus years, had seen better days. But it was always at my grandparents' house then, and my mom used to sit in it, and she remembers sitting in the basement reading her Bible when she was a teenager, and that was her chair that she would go to for that. So we had it.
I love that.
Yeah. At some point, the arms probably loosened a little bit, and I think it was probably, again, going back, I think my great grandfather hammered some kind of a spike into the arms of it, so that part looks a little bit rough now. But
it happens,
and it's needed a little bit of extra care in that department. But the upholstery part, just, it needed to be redone. And the first time that we went about this, my mom and I, mostly my mom, but I, helped kind of figure out some of the things. We made more like a slip cover for it. And she made it a little bit more floofy. It had a ruffle, but part of it is slip covering something like this. You needed to be able to just kind of attach things and tie things on and so on. And it was a job, because sewing things to fit things and boxing things in and all of that, you need to get it pretty right.
It's draping.
Right? So we did that, and it hung out that way for a while. We did like a piece that went under the cushion, and then we covered the cushion and covered the back, because that was all attached, and it was fine, and it existed for a while. And then, I don't know how many years back now, we actually took it somewhere and had it properly reupholstered with a leather composite kind of a material, and they truly did honor the piece, and we were glad that we didn't take that project on again. but part of it was because we wanted it to be more similar to how it was originally, and working with leather was not something that we were prepared to take on, because it would have been a project like what you are excited to take on. So, but it was fun and interesting, even just doing the small piece of it. So,
yeah, I mean, turns out the world of upholstery fabric is out of control. Do you know how, good upholstery fabric, not the top of the top, but decent upholstery fabric, do you know how much that costs?
I've seen glimpses, but let's hear an average price per yard that you've observed.
Well, because I have been looking at Victorian reproductions,
yes,
specifically, And one of the places I've been looking is actually called the Victorian Emporium. I just need everyone to know that.
Perfect.
I have found that it's about 36 to 48 pounds per meter.
Okay. That's about where I was expecting, because I was gonna say $50 a yard wouldn't shock me. So converting that,
Yep.
that's about right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I have no idea how many yards of fabric are required. I don't know if I'm gonna, I mean, obviously, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna like match patterns.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice and wide though, usually, yes?
I have no idea.
Right, because it often
I
is
think
coming on
so.
rolls, so that's pretty decent width.
Yeah, I mean, drapery fabric certainly is.
Yeah.
I don't
Because
know.
you would want to be able to, like, you know, deal with sizable areas for things. So I would imagine that would.
Yeah, and I think you're right. It is one of those things where I may or may not need you to talk me out of selecting emerald green fabric with zebras on it. Teeny
Ooh.
tiny zebras.
Ooh.
Not like zebra stripe
Right.
fabric.
Yes. No, I can picture it.
But tiny zebras. I don't know why.
The heart wants what the heart wants.
Yes, and my heart wants this. It's going to look like it fell straight out of the Royal Tenenbaums.
I think that's probably exactly why there's something like that feels.
It looks like wallpaper.
Yeah, I was gonna say it to me, not having seen it, it feels very Victorian in a quirky sort of way, and that seems right. So
Yeah. So anyway, so that's sort of what I've been looking at and what I'm excited to take on. Because it kind of feels right now, because I don't have my workspace set up, because I can't really set it up because I don't have any place to put anything. Jeremy stole my desk.
rude.
And by stole my desk, I mean the wooden planks that made my desk are currently in Jeremy's workspace, holding his, which is fair.
Yep.
And so I just have a couple of random Victorian desks of various shapes and sizes upstairs, and a passage, and I don't know where to put anything.
It'll come along.
I have no idea.
It'll come
I
along.
have not even started unpacking up there because I don't even have shelves.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of closets though.
Well, that's at least it could at least be a helpful, like, in between space if you needed to, like, have a way to access your things before you make a final plan.
Well, and I don't think a plan is ever really going to be final. I'm sure that there will be things like I'm gonna do tin ceilings and wallpaper.
Yeah.
And all manner of things. Possibly library ladders. Like,
please, I fully support the library ladders. I like.
Oh, we're definitely doing that in the actual library.
Okay, good.
But yeah, that doesn't even have shelves in it. So it's sort of hard to imagine the workspace and like the ability to actually take on the project, but also because it's so up in the air.
Yeah.
It seems like it's like anything's a possibility.
Yes.
So I feel like now is a great time to be like, oh, I'm just going to casually learn how to restore Victorian furniture.
Exactly. No big deal. Also, I think this is now a perfect time to transition into a topic that everyone loves to talk about sewing, which is curtains. Because, listeners, as
I have none.
yeah, we at the beginning, before we actually hit record, Haley was sharing about the missing sewing machine bobbins, delaying the curtain progress.
It's just curtains for my laundry room.
Yeah, like we're not talking about Victorian reproduction curtains. We're talking about just
no, these are the cat
utility
print
curtains.
ones that have been in my kitchen.
Again, not any fancy curtains here, but let me tell you about my latest curtain sewing project, because nobody really gets excited about sewing curtains. I think maybe some people, if that's like you have like a weird
if you're
curtain
doing,
passion.
like, decorative things.
Yeah.
I could see getting into it if you were making a look with all cats.
Yes, if it was part of, and you were yes, embellishing and making something really special, but just kind of your run-of-the-mill curtains never really excites anybody.
No.
Partly because it's just a whole lot of just hemming, right? It's the hemming. But
yep, not even fun hemming.
Yeah, so this is falls into the category of home decor, but is the latest project that I worked on here, and it was curtains. But we wanted to add some room darkening curtains to our family room for being able to do like viewing nights with a projector, and the light is so much more vital when you have a projector going versus just regular.
And that's what we have instead of a TV. So that makes complete sense.
Mm-hmm. So what we'd had in there was just basic IKEA curtains, which I don't remember the name of the style offhand, but they're the tab top curtains that you can trim to any length, and it's just kind of a classic basic IKEA type of style, and my mom really liked that, so we were hoping to find something similar in room darkening shades, but without adding...
Oh, that's really hard to find.
Yeah, it's really hard to find. Especially because people don't want to... you get some light leakage with the tabs. But, we're looking at things, and so many of those styles require, like, curtain rods that have, like, multiple rods, and they wrap around, and you add, like, all of these different layers to things, and my mom's like, I just don't like any of them. She didn't like the look of them.
You do not need World War II blackout curtains?
We didn't need that. However, we found a solution that my dad just didn't believe was going to work because, occasionally the guys just think that your wacky idea isn't going to play out, but...
I've had that conversation many times in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah. Well, I found blackout fabric at Hobby Lobby for a really good price, and literally and it's because of the type of fabric it is, it doesn't fray, and the width of it was pretty much exactly the width that we needed those curtains to be, and...
Nice.
So we just sewed a panel of blackout fabric to the backs of those tab curtains from right underneath where the tabs are, right along the top edge of the IKEA curtains. Dropped it down, didn't attach it on the sides or anything, so it still hangs and flows really nicely. And that was it was so easy, and it solved the problem. It looks like it's the same curtains that we had that my mom loved. And now we have blackout IKEA curtains.
I love that. That's perfect.
And I think that, going to Hobby Lobby, that was like the local option to like go and just buy stuff. But I'm sure that you could just find your, online, whatever. It was so much less expensive to buy blackout fabric than any of the halfway decent curtains that we found online. Which also...
Oh, that's really smart, because it's hard to find. Like, blackout curtains are really expensive.
Yeah, and...
Even, like, Target blackout curtains
right,
are super
and
expensive.
the blackout fabric itself came in I think both black and white. And we got white curtains, so even from the outside, it doesn't look like weird. It just looks like our regular curtains are hanging there.
Yeah, my blackout curtains in New York were red on the front and literally painted silver on the
Okay.
back.
Yeah.
To
Yep.
They worked.
Yeah, I mean,
That's smart.
shopping for curtains is probably similar to shopping for upholstery fabric in that there's just pages and pages and pages, and you almost get like this burnout from trying to like sort through the things, and everything starts to look the same, but none of it looked like the curtains my mom wanted. So there you go. Just buy some plain blackout fabric and sew it to the top of your curtains. Make sure that your curtain rod is still really husky, because that stuff is heavy. Blackout fabric is heavy, but
Yes.
it was
Did you just call curtain rods husky?
probably probably.
Oh, that is adorable,
Yep.
and now I'm only ever going to think of that.
Yeah. But it was not terrible to work with either. You know, like the fabric was, because it's got a certain amount of it's a heavy fabric, but it's a little slippery, but it was not a pain to work with. So 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Interesting. I currently just don't have. I have floor to ceiling windows, many of them in every room.
Yes.
Yeah, I just don't have curtains.
You know, it's fine.
There isn't even a door on one of my bathrooms.
I mean, that's maybe a little less fine, but
We
it's
call
just you
it
and
the
Jeremy.
performance bathroom.
Perfect.
And frankly, it is actually our main bathroom. But it's just us.
It's
and the
just you,
cats.
exactly.
And the window faces the pool. So
Okay,
unless
yeah.
I've got people in the pool,
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter. But still,
It's a little weird, but
let me just
you
have
get
a
used
little
to it.
gauzy.
Yeah.
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 I mean, I don't need all of the windows to have coverings. Like the parlors. They look beautiful exactly as they are. But I kind of would like some bedroom curtains.
Yeah. Well, and I would think in this case, part of it might help control temperature. That's going to be a big thing there. And, in the summer you notice it with sun coming in, and in the winter you will notice it when it's chilly.
Oh, yeah.
But
Though I did just, in a personality aside, I was up looking for, I think, the microphone, and there was a roving pack of teens walking by, and I'm on the 3rd floor in the window. It doesn't occur to me that I don't have a look on my face. It also doesn't occur to me that I am staring blankly out a window, because I don't know, I wasn't thinking anything and I wasn't doing anything, and there happened to be people walking across, and it was like 4 or 5 teenagers.
Yeah.
And a girl in the middle must have like felt eyes on her, looked up, her eyes got gigantic. And I'm sitting here like, what? This is a window full of boxes. What? And then I realize that I am standing there. I have definitely not made a facial expression. Because autism, a lot of things happen inside, not outside. So I accidentally used my new workspace to scare a teen.
I think that's I think that's
And
good.
I don't even have Great Aunt Frances unpacked yet.
Now I'm picturing the same pack of teens walking by, and Great Aunt Frances is in the same exact spot where you were, and
I mean, that's largely the plan. It's a window seat.
yeah, I I think you're going to just want to have some cameras directed out to the street just to see people's reactions along the way. It'll be good.
Yeah, I mean, having a box on the 3rd floor labeled Great Aunt Frances with no other explanation.
Yeah.
I really wish I would have seen the movers.
Yeah, and just for listeners who are less familiar, Great Aunt Frances Great Aunt Frances is
Great Aunt Frances is my full-size medical teaching skeleton.
Yes.
Not real bones.
Not real bones.
But cast from
yes.
real bones. Well, never mind. Anyway, she's plastic.
Yeah.
But her name is Great Aunt Frances, and she's in a box in my attic.
It's the way to do that. I think you should videotape. You should like make a reel when you go to put that together, just so that we can watch it. We can watch her come back to life again, so to speak.
Halloween is not that far away.
There you go. I like it.
Anyway, perhaps we might want to, I don't know.
Yeah, I think...
Do you have additional,
I don't think so.
Projects to discuss?
I think we have covered it all.
Oh. Wow. Well done.
Thank you.
We wouldn't want to add any extra fluff to the matter.
No, we've really nailed it. Yeah.
All right, I'm not gonna continue.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm just gonna leave it be. Yes. So, thank you for listening to the Very Serious Crafts podcast. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Serious Crafts and on Facebook at Very Serious Crafts. You can also find show notes and all things Very Serious Crafts at, shockingly, veryseriouscrafts.com. And finally, if you are a fan of the Very Serious Crafts podcast, and honestly, why wouldn't you be?
Right. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Please leave us a 5-star review on whichever platform you use to listen to podcasts, because good ratings help us show up in recommendations, which helps more people who love crafting find us.
Yes. And that's all I have. I've run out of reupholstery dad jokes. Other than to say it's probably curtains for us.
Oh.
Sorry.
We're just going to back away slowly now.
Okay. Fair.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.